Hello dear students, I welcome you all to today's session. Dear children, today we are going to do something very interesting. And do you know what is that? Okay, before I directly tell you the topic, tell me some adjectives. We have done certain adjectives, one I have written for you. So just tell some adjectives. Small, what will be the opposite? Big. Let us take tall. What will be the opposite? Short. Okay, any other adjective? Let us take white. White clouds, right? So white is an adjective. Let us take strong. Any other? Okay, how about sweet? All right. How about beautiful? That is also an adjective, isn't it? All right. How about light? Okay. Something else like busy. Okay. You must be wondering why am I asking you so many adjectives? All right, just one more before we directly come to our topic. Red. Let it be an adjective. Now, dear children, let's say now I give to you a pen. Can you tell me the adjectives for this? Yes, we have done this kind of exercise earlier as well. You'll say that, ma'am, it's a colorful pen, it's a blue pen, it's a lovely pen, it's a nice pen, it's a working pen, and it's a sketch pen. Good enough. Now, why am I doing all this? Dear children, when I ask you adjectives, you are giving me all these words. Okay. Now let me show you two objects, and now you tell me. Let us say, what is this? Aeroplane. Yes, aeroplane. It moves fast. Yes, it moves fast. Now I have a sports car. Does it move fast? Yes, it also moves fast. Now let's say I have a normal car. Does it move fast? Yes, this also moves fast. But now I want to compare them. So if I say it moves fast, it moves fast, it moves fast, can I compare the word fast? How fast? If I ask you, how fast? Then I will have to change my adjective word. And what am I going to write? Yes, dear children, that is the topic for today. And the topic is degrees of comparison. What do you mean by this? Dear children, when we talk about a single adjective, like we talked about this car, we say it is fast. Okay. Then we said aeroplane. This is also fast. Okay. Then we said this car. This is also fast. But what if I want to compare them all? What am I going to do now? Yes, that is what we are going to learn today. When we want to compare one thing with another and two things with something else, or when we want to compare between all the things what we have to use degrees of comparison. And what are they actually? Dear children, degrees of comparison means positive degree. Then we have comparative degree. And then we have superlative degree. Now, what do you mean by these degrees and how they are used, where they are used, what are the rules? That all we are going to study today. Now, dear children, positive degree means my adjective. Just like you told me all these adjectives. These are all my positive degree. White, tall, small, big, short, strong, red, sweet, light, beautiful, busy. These all are my positive degrees of adjectives. So what happens when I use comparative degree? Comparative degree is used, dear children, when we want to compare between two objects. Then my adjective changes. Let us see how. Let us take our two objects again. For example, if I say, let it be a car, and if I say this is a sports car, and I want to compare between the two. Now I will not say which is fast. That will be wrong. I will say which of these two cars is faster. Okay. So which word am I using? I am using the word faster. So I have added these two alphabets to my word fast. So faster becomes my comparative degree of adjective. Now listen to the question again. I am asking you, which of these two cars is faster? How will you answer? You can say, ma'am, this is faster. Good. But what if I am not showing you the objects? Now I am just asking you, which of the two cars is faster, the sports car or a normal car? Then how will you answer? Dear children, then you will say, ma'am, the sports car is faster than the normal car. My full statement answer is this. What have I said? The sports car is faster than my normal car. We can say the red car is faster than this yellow car. So I am using the word than, and that is a very important point. So what have we learned now? We have learned that when we compare the two objects, our adjective changes from positive degree to comparative degree. And when we add comparative degree, when we make comparative degree, we actually add the word er. Now not everywhere. Okay, I'll give you many more examples where the comparative degree is formed in different ways. One way is adding the alphabets er to your adjective. And then you have to mention the word than. Means which is faster than which. Okay, so here red sports car is faster than the yellow car. Alright. So when we talk about comparative degree, how many objects do you compare? Yes, dear children, we can compare two objects. And how do we compare? We compare using the comparative degree of adjective and the word than. Is that clear? This is faster than this. But what if I bring the third object into picture? And now I want to compare between all of them, between all their speed. Now we all know that aeroplane has the maximum speed. If I put it in decreasing order, I can say aeroplane has the maximum speed, then my sports car, and then this normal engine car, right? But again, how to tell it grammatically? Now, dear children, when I am using more than two objects, these are three. So when I am using more than two objects, I will use my superlative degree of adjective. And what is my adjective? Fast. What will be the superlative degree? The superlative degree will become fastest. Is that clear? I am adding est to my adjective fast. So again understand where to be used, how to be used. Superlative degree is used when you want to compare more than two objects. It can be 3, 4, 5, 100. But more than 2 means superlative degree is to be used. How do we form the superlative degree? In most of the cases, it is formed by adding est to your adjective. Okay. So how do we use this now? We will say aeroplane is the fastest of all. Is that clear? So how do we say? We will say aeroplane is the fastest of all. Sports car is faster than yellow car. Am I clear? This is the way we use the word fast. Now, let us use it with some other adjective. What will be the opposite of fast? It is slow. So how will you use now slow? Slow is my positive degree. How will you use the comparative degree? Comparative means take out any two. Let us take these two. Now you tell me which is slower. You will say, ma'am, the sports car is slower than the aeroplane. So you got your comparative degree? Slower. Okay. And then I am using the word than. I am again repeating. The sports car is slower than the aeroplane. Okay. And again, how will you use your superlative? Let us see. My question will be, which is the slowest? Yes, the answer will be, the yellow car is the slowest of all. Is that clear? So we have learnt the two adjectives now. Fastest, slowest. Faster, slower. So which is the comparative degree? Faster and slower. Which is the superlative degree? Fastest, slowest. Okay. So again, you can take any three objects, any two objects and ask yourself, which is the fastest? The aeroplane is the fastest of all. Which is the slowest? The yellow car is the slowest of all. Now when you want to compare two, now let's say, which is faster? The aeroplane is faster than the sports car. Which is slower? The sports car is slower than the aeroplane. Okay. So that is about comparative and superlative degree. Let us take some more examples and learn some more forms. So if I ask you, what are the three forms of the adjective fast? Yes, quickly. It is faster, fastest. What are the three forms of the adjective slow? Slower, slowest. Alright. Now let us have these two examples. You can see there are two, what do we say? These are kind of toys, right? Now you can see that there is a single spot on this toy and there are so many spots on this toy. Okay, fine. On this side if we put, there are so many spots. I am having two objects. Let us take our adjective clean, dirty. These are my two adjectives. And I want to learn their comparative and superlative form. Okay. I am asking you, first of all, we should know this is positive degree. We can say this is clean, this is dirty. Very simple. My positive adjective is used. Now I want to compare between them, which is cleaner. Right? We have just learned. This becomes my comparative form of adjective. So I am asking you, which is cleaner? You will say, ma'am, this toy is cleaner than this. Right? We can say this catty toy is cleaner than this heart. Is that okay? Very good. So I am changing the word clean, this adjective, and adding er to it and making it comparative degree. Now I am asking you, which is dirtier. Now see the change in the spelling. The Y alphabet is changing to I-E-R. I told you that we will learn different adjectives and learn the change to make them superlative or comparative. So dirty becomes dirtier. So now you tell me which is dirtier. Yes, the answer is simple. This heart candy or heart toy is dirtier than this catty toy. Is it clear? Yes. So I am using the word than and I am using the comparative degree. Now positive is learnt. Comparative degree of adjective is learnt. Right? This is cleaner. This is dirtier. This is cleaner than this. This is dirtier than this. The two change in spellings are also learnt. Here we are adding ER. Here we are adding IER. Now let us bring a third candy. Now you tell me, is there any spot on it? No. So what would you say? To be clean or what? If I take it single, I'll say this is clean. Okay. But if I want to compare it with rest two, then that means I am comparing with more than two. So I will be using superlative degree. So I'll say this is cleanest. Is that clear? I am adding the word est, cleanest. And I am using superlative degree of adjective for my this toy. And I will say this is the cleanest of all. Okay. So I have used superlative degree and I have told you this is cleanest of all. Okay. Now let me turn it. Now you tell me. My question is, I want to compare that which one is completely dirty, maximum dirty. So again, what will be my adjective? My adjective will be dirtiest. And my question will be, which is the dirtiest of all? Again, this is the dirtiest of all because it has maximum stains on it. Is that clear? So my superlative adjective becomes dirtiest. Okay? Let us again check. I said this is clean, this is dirty, this is positive degree. When I compared the two, I said this is cleaner than this. This is dirtier than this. Okay. Then third toy came into picture and I said this is cleanest of all. Okay. There is superlative because I am comparing more than two. So I am using superlative degree. Fine. And I will say this is cleanest. If I turn it, it becomes this is dirtiest of all. Okay. So again the two things learnt. Comparative is used when you have two objects. Superlative degree of adjective is used when you compare more than two objects. Comparative degree when you add er. Superlative degree is used when you add est to your adjectives. Okay, very good. Let us take some more examples. So dear children, what do you see before you? There is a plate and there is sugar in this plate. If I ask you how much sugar is there, what would you say? You will say, ma'am, it has little sugar. Okay, little is the positive degree of my adjective because I have only one plate. So I am saying it has little sugar. Now see, when I bring another plate and I ask you which plate has, can I say little sugar? No, because now I am comparing the two plates. So I have to change my little adjective into comparative adjective. And what is the comparative form of this word little? It is less. Okay? This is the comparative form. And how will I use it? Yes, now I'll ask you which plate has less sugar because I'm comparing. And the answer will be this plate has less sugar than this. Got it? I have to use the word than. So is that clear? What am I answering? Yes. Let us see again. This has little sugar. When I bring one more plate and I compare it, I will say this plate has less sugar than this. So this is the way I am using comparative adjective less. Is that clear? Yes, the positive degree little, comparative degree becomes less. What about if I bring a third plate? Now can you tell me? If I ask you which is having the minimum quantity of sugar, what will I say? Little sugar? No, because that is positive degree. I can say this has little sugar. Right? I can say this also has little sugar. I can say this also has little sugar when I put it single. When I compare, I can say this has less sugar than this. If I bring this plate, I can say this has less sugar than this. Right? But what if I bring all three together? Then which adjective I have to use? Dear children, then I'll say which of them has least sugar. Okay? The word is least. Least means minimum. So my question will be, which of the plates have least sugar? What will you say? Which plate will you pick up? You will pick up this plate. Okay? This has least sugar of all. And this is my superlative adjective. Am I clear? So, we have learnt positive degree little, comparative degree less, superlative degree least. So, this plate has little sugar. If I put this single, this also has little sugar. If I put this, I will say this has little sugar. When I compare, this has less sugar than this. Okay, if I change the plate, I will say this has less sugar than this. If I remove this, this has less sugar than this. And when I put all three, then which plate has least sugar? Which plate will you pick up? You'll pick up this plate. This plate has least sugar of all. Is that clear? Very good. With the same plates, let us learn one more kind of adjective. If I ask you this, what will you say? I can say how much sugar is there? We can say there is much sugar. Let it be much. And it is a, yes, positive degree of adjective. There is much sugar. Okay. Now, I bring another plate to you. Okay. And let us put here. And let us compare. And now you tell me that which plate has, which word will I use? Can I use much now? No, because I am comparing. So my much word changes to more. And I will say more is my comparative degree. Okay. So which plate has more sugar? What will you say? It's very clear. This plate has more sugar. Alright, when you're comparing these two things, this plate has more sugar than this. Very good. Now, tell me, 3 plates are there. Again, my question will be, which plate has maximum quantity of sugar? So, for that maximum quantity, which word are you going to use? Yes, our word will change and the word will become most. Now, most is my superlative degree of adjective. Is that clear? And I will ask you, which plate has the most sugar in it? And you will say, ma'am, this plate has the most sugar. Is that clear? This is much, maybe. When something becomes more, it becomes more. When something becomes maximum, it becomes most. Okay? So this is my adjective, much, more, most. And with the same plates we learned, little, less, least. Is that clear? Now, dear children, we have learnt the examples: cleaner, dirtier, cleanest, dirtiest, much, more, most, little, less, least. Then we even did, right? Yes. Let us do an exercise based on comparative and superlative degrees of adjectives which we have learned so far. You have to do this question A in your grammar book. Just read the statement. See that if you have than kind of word, remember which degree should be used? Comparative degree. Okay? Comparative degree means words like longer, colder, lighter, wiser, finer, braver, lazier, busier, tinier, etc. Okay? So wherever you have than, you have to see it should be comparative. And where you have the article the, then it should be superlative degree. This you should remember. Okay? So remember the example. Let me show it again. When I put the 3 plates, I say this is the most. Okay? This is the plate having the most quantity of sugar. Okay? In that way. I said aeroplane is the fastest of all. Okay? So the article tells you that you should use superlative degree of adjective. Then article tells you that you should do comparative degree of adjective. Alright, so attempt this with these two important points, and then you have to do question B. Fill in the blanks with the correct degree of adjective. Again, here you have to make them into their degrees. Just one I'll do for you. If it is the, I have to use superlative degree. So I will say the longest story we have heard. Okay. So I'm sure these two questions will be easier for you. Take care of the rule of than and the. Than for comparative, the means superlative degree, and there is a table given in your chapter. You can see the degrees of adjectives from there. We will learn more with some more live examples tomorrow. So till then, see you. Take care.